Welcome to the More Phenomenal Podcast. We talk all things Power Rangers, including action figures, comics, movies, toys, and more. My name's Doug, joined with my co-hosts Mack and Kailtyn. What's up?
What up?
Oh,
What
you
up?
know,
Yep, yeah.
just feeling good and nice and old.
Yeah,
know.
right.
Yeah.
I feel like we've both aged in
I
just a matter of 2
I
weeks.
got like my crow's feet are coming in hard.
I had my first hangover.
Your first hangover? That's
yeah,
not appropriate.
I've never gotten. Sorry for anyone that's under 21 on this little podcast, but I've never gotten hungover, and I work on a cruise ship, and let me tell you, when we drink, we drink.
Wow.
And I had
It's what
3
all-
beers and 1 can of wine, and the next morning I woke up like, what is life?
How old are you now?
26.
Man, I'll do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like my body just went like, you're not 25 anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
wow.
that was my welcoming into another year around the sun.
Nice.
Mm.
Sweet. And you know who else had a birthday? Zach. In the episode we watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
birthday.
when's his real birthday? Did we even get a date in the episode?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Well, I'm not gonna be a cynic. Happy birthday, Zach.
Probably around springtime based on the canyon that they're fighting in. I don't know.
It's always
I think it's
springtime in that
springtime
canyon.
for
I don't know. It looks
Yeah.
like some flowers could be a blooming or something.
All right. Okay. Well, look at you.
Hey, so newsies.
Yay!
We got the Snyderverse might be trending out there, but the Rockyverse is back. Seasons 2 and 3 of Mighty Morphin are back on Netflix.
Yay!
Yay.
More Adam
Yes. And I'm more Rocky. Come on.
and Rocky.
Yeah.
Adventures of Adam and Rocky
And Aisha. I don't
and
forget her.
Aisha. Yeah,
Yeah.
Aisha's there too.
But yeah, I thought that was cool. It's kind of like they just forget. They just kind of randomly putting this stuff back up.
Maybe
you know?
they'll be like, oh, the Power Ranger button got flipped off. Oh, so put that back.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just
And then
gonna
we'll
like
get
surprise
more.
us with a new season like every so often. Be like, hey, we gave it back.
Yeah.
For a limited time only.
Yeah. I was gonna message or like I don't know if I was. Maybe we'll have done this, but call out the Power Rangers on like I don't know, Twitter or Instagram, because on their official page on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
they have some full episodes, right? And it has Dimensions in Danger. It's like, watch the anniversary episode, even though it's not on Netflix. And I just clicked on it, and it plays the last 3 minutes of Dimensions in Danger, and then it goes on to like the next episode.
So it's not really Dimensions in Danger.
No, it's 30 minutes long. It plays the scene where they're like, wow, we should get the arrow, and the Falcon Zord does it. And then it plays the next episode that has nothing to do with it.
Well, yeah, I think that's justified in calling them out. Was nobody commenting about it?
Comments
on
are turned off.
Oh, 'cause
I think
it's-
on
'cause
all
it's-
of their videos.
because it's a kids channel.
Yeah. So I think I'll do that and be like, just so you know, you kind of.
Maybe
Yeah.
message them or
Yourself
something.
And it's already on Netflix, so come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did Google his birthday is May 3rd, even though this was released in September. It is May 3rd. Is
Wait,
Zach's birthday.
is that Zach's birthday?
birthday?
That's-
Zach's birthday as of the MMPR CD-ROM, assuming
Oh.
the series takes place in 1993. The events of the episode took place in the universe May 3rd.
That's some legit.
I googled it on Ranger
yeah.
Wiki, so we'll see if that's accurate. But I mean,
Nice.
the episode actually aired in September, so the fact that May 3rd is coming up must mean
Nice.
accurate.
That's the CD-ROM game doesn't lie. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should start doing that on our Instagram. I see other Power Ranger pages be like, happy birthday, I'm trying to think of any Ranger actor, Johnny
Yeah,
Bosch,
right.
and it, and I think I did that once, and I was like, I can't do this every time there's a birthday.
It's
You'd
too
be
many
doing
people.
It like every day.
Yeah.
Once
But-
a week at least.
But it'd be funny to be opposite and be like, today's Zach's birthday.
You should do
Right,
the
right.
character's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Zach.
Yeah.
Every May 3rd.
Yeah.
Oh,
Start
he
that
could have been on
trend.
the 4th. He
Then we
could
can
have
do
been
Star
Mana
Wars the
Force.
next day.
Yeah. But yeah, that'd be cool. We'll get into the episode in a little bit. But yeah, so we got that back on Netflix. And then we got a release or announcement of 2 BoomStudios books.
Oh, these books look really cool.
Yeah, so we got one centering around Astronema,
Ooh.
and then
Mhm.
one around the Phantom Ranger.
And Rita.
Oh yeah, Rita's in this.
Rita's the baby.
Is that who the baby is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Aw,
know
baby
that.
Rita.
Yeah, Phantom Rangers, like this flashback as to what happened to Rita, I guess, after, as a kid.
Oh, and then the Hair of the Darkness is Astronema's one. That's just like
The
she
origin
become
of
yeah.
But in the alternate reality.
Oh, it's an alternate reality?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her origin in the oh, or maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was her origin in the like the coinless universe, like the Draken one. But maybe it is just her normal. Maybe they're doing it like that.
Here's the bio. Astronema, one of the most popular Power Ranger villains ever, and her true origin is revealed for the first time in a one-shot directly connected to the events of Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers.
It must just be her normal origin for the comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Did you see there's they're using Sentai Rangers that weren't adapted in the book?
Yeah, that was really cool. That was
That's
very
cool.
cool. I didn't even know they would technically be allowed to do that.
I guess, yeah, that's kind of right because they buy the rights. Maybe they have the rights to all Sentai,
Maybe. Yeah. I
But
don't know.
Someone pointed out actually that this is good because Megaforce transform into these guys for like a split second.
Oh.
So maybe
Okay.
that's how they have it.
So basically, like if they were in Megaforce, there's a chance you could see it if it's if they have a couple random rare ones, because it seems like that'd be the only season that you get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone on our Instagram commented, well, someone had to give these teams lore after Super Megaforce just shoved them in as quote unquote new powers. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone else made me laugh. They wrote, another team of Rangers bites the dust, because it's like we've never seen these guys since.
And they're just they're just dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But I didn't know that was Rita in the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's a little kid Rita with Phantom Ranger.
Baby Rita.
And everyone's like, it's like Mandalorian.
Yeah,
That's
said
what I
that
was
too.
about to say. I was going to say it sounds like the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But she is the baby Yoda.
So I guess that throws out our ideas, like it could be Adam or Billy or something.
You thought it was Baby Billy?
No, I mean like the Phantom Ranger.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, he old.
Yeah, I guess so. But cool, yeah, looking forward to those. And then kind of news, but we'll talk about it on our YouTube channel. There's probably a episode 4 review of Dino Fury, but the new Rangers came on, and their skirt that was heard around the world.
Oh, right.
Oh, because she tore it off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many questions
Finally.
regarding that. Yeah.
Which makes me feel good, because I remember saying months ago, I was like, the green one doesn't have a skirt on.
Yeah.
And the pink one like disappears every so often, but I think it's just because
It's just
the
you.
same
It's
fabric.
there.
It's just me.
Yeah.
But the green one is gone.
Yeah.
So I wasn't wrong about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad
all
that
the
they did that.
skirt speculation is just over. I'm so
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
The end of skirt gate.
Yeah. Except she throws it. If I was one of those bad guys, I'd be like, go pick up that skirt. We can
harness the
that.
power. Yeah. There's lightning in there.
Well, we can reverse engineer that, because she just leaves it on the forest floor.
Yeah.
Do you think it disappears and reappears every time she morphs?
Yeah, just on the floor every time.
That would suck. She's gonna rip it off every time.
Or it stays ripped off and like the Ranger's walking around, just like a green piece of fabric appears.
She rips it off in the morphing sequence, like every time it appears.
Like the morphing, that was some people's questions I've seen. Like, did it just think she's a girl and put a skirt on her, or was it like the one before her had a skirt on, so
The
it just
dino
defaulted
one.
to that.
Yeah.
I think it defaulted to that, I guess.
It
That'd be my
gender codes
guess.
everybody. Like,
Yeah.
come on, Morphin Grid, get with it.
Yeah. I have seen some people be like, oh, you know, the morphing grid needs to not be sexist. And it's like, well, Trini didn't have one. You know,
Trini didn't have one.
She didn't have to rip off a skirt. The Yellow Wild Force Ranger didn't have to rip off a skirt.
There's lots of Yellow Rangers that were dudes that didn't get skirts.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Could you imagine if like that was true, where it just like defaults and like a guy ends up with a skirt and he's just like, okay.
Yeah, in Star Trek: The Next Generation, they don't do it very often, but sometimes you'll see people walking around in the background with like the skirt uniform on, but it'll be like a man in the skirt uniform.
Oh.
And it's cool because it's like it's so far in the future. That's the whole point of the show, is that they're so progressive and that they're so tolerant and they're past any kind of judgment like that. So it's like, oh yeah, this guy can walk around in a skirt.
I like that.
Yeah, or they're Scottish.
Be a ranger like that. What? Or they're Scottish. But I bet they're like that, where it's like, I just like skirts.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, I like it. It's just so funny. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, how the morphing grid works now.
It always works differently. Like, how about on the episode tonight when Zordon went, I sense a disturbance. You can do that?
Yeah.
Okay? Like Yoda?
Yeah.
He just senses a disturbance and he's like, oh, there's going to be a fight.
Yeah. It's like, you slept through your alarm. Don't even try to freaking like lie to us, Zordon.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Happy Birthday, Zack. I think I had this on VHS. I like this episode.
It's
it was a cute
one.
episode.
Yeah, it went by really quick.
It went by quick, but I thought that, I mean, the bulk of it is, pun intended, is
they're not in this.
They are.
They are.
For a second.
Sorry. Duh. Yeah.
But just having the gang unmorphed, doing like, wholesome shenanigans, that was nice. They did a good job with that, I thought. And the Sentai footage was cool. So
Sentai footage is great.
It was it was a package deal.
Yeah, and it melded well.
Yeah, it wasn't too corny. It wasn't too,
Yeah.
What made me giggle though, and it's probably because it was the 90s and they didn't have many sets back then, but when they were at like the sets, like the filming sets,
got it.
When they were at school and Zack and Kimberly are talking, I was like, is that the school from Saved by the Bell? Because it looks exactly like it. I don't know if it is, but when you think about shows from like the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s, they all looked the same.
A lot of the schools definitely look the same. So
yeah, and so it just made me giggle. I was like, oh my gosh, their school looks just like Saved by the Bell. Because I don't think I've seen an episode of them at school before.
Oh, they're always at school.
Yeah, I know, but like
that
the
school
episodes
set
we
seems
watched,
so ingrained in my mind from
I know.
But episodes
the hallway,
we watched,
the stairs.
The episodes I've watched, at least the few that I've watched from Mighty Morphin, they're usually like at the cafe or they're like out at a park or whatever. But I don't remember many episodes where I've seen them at school. So I was like, kind of like taking in the background. I was like, I feel like I've seen this scene before.
Also, I'll say all schools in the 90s look the same with the locker rooms and stuff.
Yeah, right.
It's not the same.
It's not? Okay,
No.
Well, I thought it looked exactly like it.
It does look very, very like it, but the staircase is on the opposite side in this. Yeah. And there's other
tiny
things.
Detail.
Yeah.
Did they change the school set for Zeo? I feel like it's the same.
It's the same.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I thought it was great. They just the Rangers hanging around, like, and Rocky. Jason puts the little like happy birthday hat on his head. He's just making them mess around. They just seem like real friends.
Yeah.
I like the beginning with Billy's cake machine.
Yeah.
The Cake-O-Matic.
Yeah. And coming out with foam.
It just spews foam on Ernie, poor Ernie. Who I guess doesn't like machines. We coming to learn.
Yeah. Right.
And Billy is distracted by the headphones. All that was really good, I thought.
Yeah.
And it was funny because like he says his whole like, oh, like the pleasant melody, blah blah blah, like nerd speak. But it wasn't like that hard to follow. I was like, Kimberly, those aren't huge. Those aren't really big words. You know,
But the
like,
only person who can understand him is Trini, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I bet Trini's like, come on, Kim, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, there was one where Kim or Billy says something about how he likes her artwork or whatever. And then she's like, oh, he likes my artwork. But she says it so like she's over it.
She's so over it. Just say things normal, Billy. I thought you were supposed to be
Just
smart.
speak English.
Or Kimberly, just understand him, you know?
Yeah, or like Kimberly at this point, just figure it out. Yeah. We hang out with them every day.
Yeah. He's looking at my drawing. What do you think he's talking about? Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about the weather, Kimberly. Seriously, come on. Like, yeah. Context clues, lady.
Yeah. I like the part where they're all hiding and Ernie's just like, Zach comes in and they all hide. They take their own decorations. And Ernie's like, it's just me, popcorn, a couple chairs over there, empty chairs.
Zach's like, I get it.
That's not suspicious whatsoever.
I'm just munching on the bowl of popcorn that's always here all the time.
Yeah.
How many hands have gone into that bowl?
Yeah, it seems like popcorn's like the favorite snack at the juice bar.
Yeah.
But
I actually bought it. I think it could have been taken off as suspicious, but Ernie's such a character. I just was like,
it felt relatively normal. Yeah. I wouldn't have questioned it.
You never should, but you can never question Ernie though. He's just such a wholesome character. Every time he's on, I just love him.
I want to know, Zacks. So Trini's mom was like, "Oh, you might find them there, right?" Yeah. So is Zack gonna just think that she was lying? But also I want to know, like, if they got there and Ernie's like, "Oh, I know, I'm just chilling." It's like, how did Zack get in? It's unlocked.
Yeah.
Like all the lights are off. Like anyway.
Yeah. Just leave the door locked. He doesn't come in.
Yeah.
Now, assuming that, so they closed early, right? Which would assume it's like mid after. Well, yeah, they talked about how he closed. Yeah, it's nighttime and they're setting up, right? So that means the party is probably tomorrow. So are you telling me that they're going to keep the decorations up all day while it's open to the next day?
Good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Because they go to school.
They go to school, so anyone that's coming in sees all the decorations and be like, "Oh, don't tell anyone. It's a surprise party later."
Maybe they just needed to get it set up because the juice bar isn't connected to the school. So maybe it was just about getting it set up before school that morning because they were going to take them right after school or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ought to make sure your decorations fit around the pillars and stuff too.
Yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah. Well, and then, so when they go to school, Zack is all upset because, are we glossing over anything? Vulcan Skull showed up and
Vulcan Skull showed up and did their, usual shenanigans. Yeah. Rita is plotting something.
Did I write anything about that?
Yeah. There's a point where
the Batman joke.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
Oh
yeah.
Well, it's Fox Kids. Batman was on Fox Kids.
I know they aired Batman on Fox, but we would be failing the community if we didn't.
Oh, I say what
Batman exists in Power Rangers. Because like he says it like they're gonna be for Angel Grove what Batman is for Gotham City, or because they're talking about the Power Rangers and Jason's trying to throw Ernie off their scent.
And Ernie right, Batman. That was it.
So, but he says it with such confidence, and nobody's like, "Oh, but Batman's not real." You think that they would because they're trying to make it seem like they're not the Power Rangers.
Right.
But instead, Jason's like, they're probably aliens, like Superman. Like, So I'm like, oh, is the Power Ranger version of Batman out there somewhere?
Now, is Batman a cartoon like it was when it was on, or is he like, I don't know. I was also thinking the same thing, that like, does that just mean that all superheroes live in the same universe?
I think that Batman's probably fake, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
But
now I want a crossover.
But now, we got
a crossover in the comics. But
I
so
think
that was a
Doug-
different dimension. But also they weren't like, hey, you're Batman, the cartoon character.
They didn't recognize
Yeah.
him as a fictional character.
Yeah.
Hey, I've seen you on my TV.
But yeah, Batman, like Doug is saying, was on the same channel as Power Rangers, so it was probably
Mhm.
just that. But I don't know. There's that episode of Beetleborgs where they go to the comic convention and Spider-Man's fake, but Beetleborgs isn't even in the same universe as Power Rangers. As far as
Like I'm a head spinning.
Yeah.
But in Beetleborgs, yeah, because they're at a comic book place and there's like Venom in the background and stuff.
yeah, but that's so I don't know. Batman's probably fake. I don't know. Well, the Power Rangers are fake in Beetleborgs too, aren't they?
I don't know. I think we've had this talk. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right. I like how Jason's like, there might be aliens, is what I heard. And then he's like, aliens. That's heavy. You know?
Yeah. It makes a lot more sense than anything else, as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Right.
Especially the monsters that attack every week.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't you remember? Rita lives on the moon.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
they're moon
So-
and nights.
Yeah. But good point. Good point. There was one scene where Skull was like, "Hey, I'll help you clean up Trini right after we do some kissing or whatever." He's always doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, Bulk's like, I just wake up and choose to be scummy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really.
I do think my favorite part though of that scene was Trina was trying to grab the poster from him, and I don't know why it just made me giggle, but he was like, "Oh look, it's a happy birthday side," and Trini tries to reach for it, and he goes, "Ah, what was that?"
I
And they
don't
just
know.
carried on like he didn't just click at her.
Yeah.
Skull is a really interesting character. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard to, if anybody, he's hard to peg down how he thinks
Yeah.
and feels about things. You know,
Yeah,
his
like-
fashion is very unique.
like Bulk is like, the bull.
Yeah.
And then Skull is just like this like very cartoony kind of character. And I don't know why, but every time he just has these one-liners, they always make me giggle. I'm just like, I love you so much.
No, Skull is great. They kind of have like a Jabba the Hutt, Salacious Crumb vibe.
Yeah.
Like, what's this weird laughing monkey that's like, oh, yeah.
But then Rita is like, I need a monster. Oh, this was funny. She's like, I need a monster. And she's walking around the palace and Goldar's just asleep. Anyone
Yeah.
catch that? I thought that was so funny. He's just asleep on the staircase.
They don't have beds.
No, I didn't see
you know.
that.
Yeah.
I like that she has a book of monsters.
She remembered like oh, I need that monster that kicked a bunch of butt. Oh, that long time ago.
Yeah, on a different
Um,
planet. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I also just love how like she's like, we really gotta ruin Zach's birthday. Like, if I do anything today, it's gonna be ruin his birthday.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
It's like, oh,
Which
you're so
is,
evil, Rita.
solid villain vibes.
Totally
Mhm.
seems like a Rita thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I won't murder Zach's mom. I'll ruin his birthday. Yeah.
Finster was putting in the work though. He didn't just
He was.
do some clay thing and then put it in a machine. He had to go down to earth and forge this sword. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to do that whole ritual.
And there was a
That
whole
was-
spell.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that knight dude too. I don't remember his name, but
I know, Nasty Knight.
Nasty Knight.
Yeah,
he was
I
cool.
was.
Wait.
That was.
Oh, right. I remember even thinking that's a weird name for a knight.
Yeah.
Like that can't be his name.
Watch out, he'll spank you.
I was thinking like for Lightning Collection, like, oh, we might get this fish guy next, and I'm like, I want the Nasty Knight
I
guy.
want Nasty Knight. Yeah. Give us Nasty Knight and the shark guy from Sharks and Recreation. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best episode of Power Rangers.
Yeah. But it'd be funny though on seeing on the toy aisle like Nasty Knight on the box, you know.
Yeah, like look at that Nasty Knight.
But he was cool. He looked sick.
He looks cool. He looks like a Lego guy, I think. Like
He
one of those
does
little-
something with
yeah.
his head, something with
Yeah.
the eyes in his head. Yeah. But Zach's just like on a hike. It's kind of like taking
Mad
it
that
in.
no one
bummed.
remembers his birthday.
When he makes it obvious to Kim that he thinks they forgot his birthday, and she's like, "Oh, really? Thanks for helping me remember. It was my poodle's birthday." Super dick move.
I know.
But also when the guys come and she's like, "Yeah, he forgot," and Jason and Billy and everyone are like, "Oh, it's fine. It'll make the surprise that much sweeter." It's like, all right, well, slow down, Johnny Knoxville. This is very cruel. Like it's got to the point where if you had remembered it was his birthday, but then pretended that you didn't have anything planned, it's still a good surprise.
Yeah.
Or pretended that you were all busy, like that you had forgotten it was his birthday and remembered too late.
Or something. I just feel like for them to just dead stop, be like, "What day is it? Oh, who cares?" Like if I was Zach and I went to the party later, I'd be like, "You guys just threw this together because you saw how sad I was." That's what I would think. I wouldn't think that it was part. And they're like, "It was our elaborate scheme." It's like, yeah, right, you liars. Like, no jerks would make me feel like garbage earlier. The
whole day, yeah.
The whole day, like just for one party.
Cool song though at the party. Happy
party song.
It was like, it was gosh, I could have the beat in my head. It was like happy birthday. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
It was a jam.
Uncopyrighted birthday song.
Did Book and Skull get something in the face or anything at the birthday?
I don't even think they're there.
Yeah.
I don't even remember them being there.
Yeah. But yeah, so Zack is attacked by the Nasty Knight, and a freaking awesome fight scene ensues.
That was a cool fight scene. Zack got to fight him one-on-one, and then Zordon feels a disturbance in the force and calls on the other Rangers. I like how all their weapons get burned.
Yeah,
that
cool.
was interesting.
That was cool. They all get like melty.
Yeah,
like that.
That'll be a freaking Hasbro Pulse Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh, yeah, the Nasty Knight 7-pack, I guess it'd be a 6-pack. All 5 Rangers with melted weapons and Nasty Knight.
I bet it's Nasty Knight and just the crappy weapons, and like not crappy, but
well, that would be actual thing. Yeah, that's a practical pitch.
Yeah.
Melted versions of the weapons.
Yeah. I like
you heard
that.
it now, Hasbro. Write it down.
Yeah. Sneak Rocky's Tonfa in there.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, great fight scene. Classic. Alpha says something like, "This melts my gears" or something.
Yeah.
And then they get the Megazord and they just kill him.
Yeah. Well, no, the Megazord gets like knocked down. Like you think the Megazord's gonna lose, and then
I never thought the Megazord was losing.
Of course not. Of course not. But as a kid, I would have been like, "Oh no, the Power Rangers
not this time."
Yeah.
And you're only 10 episodes into the series.
Yeah, good point.
So you have no idea.
No idea. They could easily.
They got
true.
knocked down, and the guy's like, "I'm gonna stab you."
Well, you'd think that he melted their weapons when he was tiny. He probably could do the same thing to the Power Sword, but
yeah. In the cockpit of the Megazord, they're playing like, "But I get knocked down, but I get up again."
Yeah. Chumbawamba!
It's Zach's pick for the console music.
Yeah. Zach, it would have been if this was a real show, then Zach would have used Hip Hop Aikido to defeat Nasty Knight, but but with the Megazord.
Yeah.
Make the Megazord break dance and kick him in the face. That would have been sweet.
I would love like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of thing where Zach's like, dance off.
Dance off, you're doing me. And then he dances off with Nasty Knight. Did I tell you guys that I had no idea that there was an outtake in Guardians where Ronan is just like, "You're on."
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, I've seen
funny.
that.
Yeah.
I like watching the we're just gonna get into this now, but I've got
we're talking Guardians?
Yeah. On YouTube it was like, watch Chris Pratt and Drax's Batista's screen test. Have you seen that?
No, I don't know if I have.
Oh, it's so
You
funny.
mean the with the throat slit
Yeah,
scene?
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're just doing the throat slit ski, and he's like, you've been with whatever alien species, and then Drax is like, yeah, and then he's like, yeah, of course, they're wild, they do whatever you want, and then like Batista like kind of starts laughing. I don't know, it's so
I
funny.
haven't
So
seen
like he
that.
broke kind of. I'll
Yeah.
have to watch that. I'll have to watch
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, they have one
Uh,
on Disney Plus, which is cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start watching as soon as I finish all the Supernatural seasons. My best friend and I are gonna binge all the Marvel movies. So
Oh my
I
gosh.
shall watch all the outtakes.
There's a lot.
If you're watching Supernatural, I mean, you'll be watching
I'm on
Marvel and-
I'm halfway through season 9, and my best
Oh
friend
my
is on
gosh.
season 11.
Isn't there like 4 more seasons?
There's 15 seasons.
Jesus.
I have 6 more seasons.
It wasn't even good until after season 8. I don't know.
I stopped watching after
Yeah.
season 4. I think they or 3,
Look,
No,
maybe
season-
2. Whenever
When-
they
Gosh, you
defeat,
missed all the best characters.
whenever
when
they defeat Lucifer or something.
Yeah, when they get
That's like season
Lucifer
5.
in hell,
Season 4.
no, that was like season 8 where
No,
Was it?
season 8. No, season 8 is because I just watched it. It's the closing the gates of hell and the angel trials.
but don't they close the gates of hell? So is
No,
that
no,
the
no, no.
season
This is like
when-
completely different than this. This is like to close the gates of hell, but then Castiel ends up doing the angel tablet trials to close the gates of heaven.
So the
That was
last
season
good
8.
season, was the season before they brought Sam back from hell and he had no personality.
Okay, that's season like 6 or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Season 5.
So that was the end of like the creator of the show walked away after that season. So like that.
Really?
Yeah. So when Dean comes out of retirement and then Sam comes back from hell with no personality, that
Uh-huh.
was the first season they did without Eric Kripke.
Really? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
He that was my arc. That was like he was
The
like, I'm
only
done.
one I don't like
It's
is
like 9 seasons.
Yeah.
the only one I don't like is the Leviathan season. It's not bad. It's just not great. It's also when they kill one of my favorite characters. So
Yeah.
just
I
don't
kind of
like
like
that season.
Dick. What's his name though?
Dick Roman.
Dick Roman. I kind of like Dick Roman a little
He's
bit.
great. I love
Yeah.
Dick Roman.
I came back for the episodes when they met Scooby-Doo.
I watched the Scooby-Doo one.
Yeah, and
definitely watched that.
and I came back for one where they go into the world where they're Jared and
Oh,
like
that
they're
was
them.
earlier. That was
Oh,
earlier
that
than
one's
that.
funny. That
Yeah,
one's
that was a
funny.
good
And then
one.
they kill everyone.
Yeah.
Like all the producers and everyone dies.
Yeah, they kill. That was a really funny episode where
Mm-hmm.
they go. And I also this one's a little bit earlier than that one, but I really like the one where they go to the Supernatural convention
Mm.
Oh
then-
yeah,
and
with
they
all of Chuck's books.
and they team up with the Sam and Dean cosplayers who are really
Yeah.
like boyfriends. I thought that was
Mhm.
really that was a good
That
one.
was really funny.
Yeah.
My favorite
right.
episode is when
Go for
Charlie
it.
goes to the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's way later. Yeah, they add
That was-
Wizard.
that
They
was
add
one of
Wizard
the-
of Oz, Doug. They go
Yeah.
to Oz.
That sounds
They go
pretty
to
cool.
Oz.
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
actually have to watch that one.
There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens when they
Any
become
episode
secret
with
agents.
Charlie in it is just a great episode. With Felicia Day, she's just beautiful and wonderful.
They
human.
basically join the BPRD in the later seasons, and they become spies.
Yeah.
So you'll see. Yeah,
Anyway, back to Power
Anyway.
Rangers.
Go spies.
Thumbs
Side
up
Supernatural.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any episode
Welcome
where
to
they
the
go
Supernatural
good Power
podcast.
Rangers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk all things Power Rangers and Supernatural. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Tell us your least favorite Supernatural season and tell us if you liked this episode.
What Red Ranger would Jared be and why? Let's see.
He'd be the Jason,
He wouldn't be a Red Ranger.
but he'd be Gold Ranger.
He'd be like a Blue Ranger.
Yeah, probably.
Dean would be Red Ranger.
Oh, that's who I was talking. That I was thinking about.
Dean is Jensen, but Dean would be the Sixth Ranger and Jared would be the Red Ranger, right?
You
Yes.
think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that Dean's like the Tommy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I see him
yeah.
more like Zeo Jason, all black.
No,
Yeah.
they're like look, there's a lot of I mean like look, Dean
No, Soulless
Yeah.
Sam is evil Jason.
Yeah. I think they kind of even like, I guess it could depend because Sam can be more like emo. So if it's one of those six Rangers, it's like, don't look at me, I was a wolf or something. Like, you know, like that would be Jared, and then Jensen could be the Red Ranger. But we'll see. Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's it for this week. Yeah.
It was a happy birthday, Zach. You had a good episode. Let me see if I wrote any more notes. Oh, when they're in the cockpit and Zach says something, something, something energy. And they're like, great idea, Zach.
It's more phenomenal.
Yeah, Kimberly goes, more phenomenal idea or something like that.
Oh, nice. I missed that.
I was like, that's a good more phenomenal by Kim. She's always coming through. But I like how at this point she's saying it like it just in her lexicon. Like more phenomenal, Zach, more phenomenal. Yeah. Like it wasn't like more phenomenal. It was like, yeah, more phenomenal. Yeah. That was like her NPR more phenomenal. You're like, oh yes, yeah, more phenomenal. And then she snapped.
Yeah. Cool. Until next week, that's all I got. Let's see. Like us, subscribe on YouTube, tell a friend, all that good jazz. And we'll be seeing you next week. It's not less phenomenal. It's more phenomenal.
More phenomenal.
More phenomenal. Yeah.
More phenomenal.
More. You want to hear me say it again? Yeah.
That was a more phenomenal idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one, guys. Yeah.